Hey everyone, Dick Dohek here, Gulf Point Properties. I'm bringing you this month's version of our market report. So these figures and this data is from the closing of January. Before I get into that though, I want to just do a little bit of a recap on 2017. For the most part, and we'll talk about Lee County first, things were just relatively constant and consistent. So overall, home sales were down by 1.5%, not a big number. Condo sales were actually up 6.5%. The other factor that is coming into play is that prices rose by 7.1%. So I think that right there that you have the reasoning for why condo sales are up, home sales slightly down, because prices have gone up and it's forced people to look in a little bit lower cost area. So that's really the biggest news. There's that, and then the time to contract. So it's taking 10 days longer for a property to go under contract. It's at 66 days now, and it was at 56 days a year ago. Both of those really good numbers. So moving on to Collier. Closed sales for single-family homes was up 4% last year overall. The median price was up 5%, and their days on market was pretty level. No, not really any change. The other thing that is a big factor is that back in the 2009, 2010, distressed sales were such a huge portion of our sales overall. They are a very negligible number now. I think they're in the 3.5% range. So those are just some things for the overall market last year. Let's jump into the month ending January. In Lee County, you can see that there were 893 sales. That's an increase of 9.3%. Again, if you've watched this on a regular basis, you know that we've had a little bit of a lag from the hurricane, and so things had to get caught up. I would say that this is not going to be a consistent number, but it is up, and that's a good thing. In Collier County, 296 closed sales in January. That's down 5.7%. Interesting statistic. We'll just have to watch that. Here you see the median price in Lee, $244,000. That's down 0.2%. But for the longest time, every month was an increase. Every month was an increase. So we're seeing a leveling off now of prices, which is what you would expect, because we went from all the lost, all the money that was lost during the downturn. We've recovered that, and now things are stabilizing. In Collier County, the median price is $438,500. You can see, higher median price, up 1.4%. Again, pretty level. Time to contract in Lee, it's 60 days, pretty much even. 86 days in Collier. That's pretty much on par with what we've been seeing. New listings, 2,114 in January. That's up 14.6%, probably part to do with the hurricane situation. In Collier, more consistent, 829, down 2%. Nothing to be concerned over. The supply in Lee County is 5.8 months right now. We consider anything between 5 and 6 to be a real healthy market. It's up to 8.3 months of inventory in Collier County, and that is actually, it's a red number, but it's actually good news that has come. Their total months of supply has actually come down from what it was previously. So all in all, we've had a great 2017. We've had a great jump start in January of 2018. Market is solid. The other thing of note is that we're seeing interest rates start to tick. So anybody that's been on the fence, you probably ought to be thinking about long term right now, because a year from now, if those mortgage rates are up a point and a half, it's going to make a difference. So if you're thinking about buying and you're going to need a mortgage, you better start giving that some thought. So that's it for this month. We'll see you again here next month. Thanks so much for your time.